And we're rolling with the Unprofessionalism Podcast. We're back at it. Once again, we have myself, the Jesh, and I have, as usual, my two other co-hosts, Ben and Colin. Please introduce yourselves.
Yes, I am Ben.
Hello, I'm Colin.
And today with us, we have a very special guest, someone we've known for a bit, introducing Paul.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Paul, what are you doing lately? What's good, man?
I've been just like hiking everywhere. I have like this whole entire list of like hikes to do like every single week. I think I have about like 65 in total. It's crazy. And right now I'm like on number 32, I think, something like that.
Whew.
But yeah, I've been to keep my sanity during quarantine. I've been basically just hiking 3 times a week everywhere. So yeah.
How long do these hikes really last for, though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They usually last around like 50 minutes to like an hour sometimes. And then I usually hike in the woods like once a week, and then I hike like paved trails twice a week. That way I don't have to like put on bug spray and check for ticks like multiple times or whatever. But yeah, basically that's what I do to keep me sane during like the quarantine time.
Yeah.
What have you been doing to keep you sane?
Well, I've done nothing. Especially today, I've done nothing. I woke up at 2. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
Waking up at 2 is quite a good feeling.
Oh, rip.
It sucked.
It's awful,
I
but it's
do
awesome.
not like
Well,
it. 'cause
it,
you're
it
like-
doesn't
I do
feel
not.
good,
Yeah.
but you feel like so refreshed at the same time.
No, I didn't. I woke
True.
up and I was like, I just wasted a day.
It's okay, you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Waking up at 10 with like 10 or 8 o'clock with a good sleep is like the best feeling ever, though. I can't get over how great it is. It's been
Mhm.
so long.
For some reason though, whenever I try and like fall asleep, I always try and fall asleep like anytime I want, but no matter how late I fall asleep, like even 5 or 6 in the morning, my body can't sleep past 10 o'clock. It's like so frustrating.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people think it's some people think it's like a blessing. Some people think it's a curse. I think it's both, because like you don't have to worry about like putting an alarm clock up for like certain days and stuff like that, and you don't have to like worry about wasting your whole day sleeping all the way into the afternoon. But
No,
yeah.
That's a real thing. Biological clocks are a real thing. I had one, and then quarantine hit, and then it just like shut down. Now I wake up
Yeah.
whenever I like. It's time. My body's like, okay, you can wake up now.
Oh, like during the school year,
It's like jet
frustrating.
lag.
all the time, I would wake up like 1 minute before my alarm, and I would get so angry because I would just want to go back to sleep so badly.
Yeah, they have them,
See,
yo.
here's
Like
the
literally,
secret.
like 1 minute before my alarm went off.
Yeah, I always it's so frustrating because like I always set my alarm clock at like 6:35 when school is around, and same thing happened to me too. Like my body like wakes up like 5 minutes before the alarm goes off, and I'm about to fall asleep again. I hear the radar thing. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
damn it!
Oh, that's the worst.
Like wasting 5 minutes of sleep, I think is equivalent to the same thing as wasting 2 hours of sleep, because it's like those 5 minutes, especially like in the morning, they're so important to like get before you go to school. It just feels so good just falling back asleep for those couple minutes.
No, man, in school, I had like a method. Last year, I think it was 18 alarms to wake me up. It ranged from 4:45 to 6:30. But
That
it
many.
worked. It was such a
Huh.
good feeling. But like I at the start of this year, I was like, 4:45 is a bit extra, and then I set it for, I think it was 5:45, and just allowing myself to get those little intervals of sleep refreshes me even more, because then I like slowly wake up, because by the time my main alarm wakes up, I'm already awake, and by then I have to get up, which is
Mhm.
amazing. Love sleep though.
Yeah, most of
Always
the time
get
I
it.
would set like
Mm.
timers in like 5-10 minute intervals in the morning.
Yeah, I would set
Right.
like
Nice. Yeah, I only do one, because like it's weird. Like whenever I like wake up and like I'm about to fall asleep again, like I'm afraid like something's gonna wake me up. So like my body like can't like physically fall asleep easily. Like after I wake up sometime, it's hard to explain, but like I think you guys probably have that too. Like if you're like in an environment where like you always hear noise and stuff and you're about to fall asleep, and then something wakes you up in the middle of the night, like something falls off your shelf or something, and it's kind of like a little alert thing in the back of my head.
I only have
So,
that
yeah.
problem when it's light
I mean-
out. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
but
woke up
I'm-
the other day at like
Hmm.
9 a.m. because I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I couldn't fall back asleep for an entire hour, and it was like 3 hours into sleep too. It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, there was one time I had like a lot of like cramps in my stomach one time, I think it was a couple months ago, like first month in quarantine, and it was so painful. I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. I thought my appendix was like failing or something. It was so painful. Like, you ever get experiences like that? You get like a bunch of like gas in like your stomach, and it's just like feels like it's like ready to like explode.
Oh,
No,
wow.
go to a
It
doctor.
does not feel good.
Well, no, it was only one time it happened. Like I had a couple times in my childhood, but like it wasn't that like I haven't had one in like 8 years. First time, yeah.
That mostly happens.
It's usually if I don't exercise, if you just sit in like one position for like the whole day. Like it probably happens with other people too.
Yeah, you build up gas. That happens a lot in the brown community.
Mm-hmm.
Just drink what's it called, ginger ale, and you'll be fine. The one cure-all, ginger. If you're ever sick,
yeah.
just drink.
Ginger
just
ale
drink
cures
some
everything.
Ginger ale. Does ginger ale even have real ginger in it anymore?
Depends on the brand.
Did it ever?
I
Okay.
think,
We should
yeah.
we should have we should remake the old 1890 Coca-Cola recipe.
Oh, with cocaine.
The one
Yeah,
with
that's
cocaine?
fun.
yeah.
I want to try it though, as a reformed
Wait,
Coca-Cola
do you
addict.
see the meme?
I wanna
Like,
try it.
somebody posted a meme where it was like a news article like BuzzFeed or something, and it said on there, we are gonna recreate the 1890 Coca-Cola recipe, and then it had like the that like stuffed animal like staring in like outer space. It was, and then it's like only the elite will understand this.
Ah, yes.
my.
Yeah.
That's a headline if I've ever seen one. That's the most BuzzFeed
Mhm.
thing ever. The two like websites where content goes to die is BuzzFeed and WatchMojo. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
true.
so many Watch Mojo videos. It's not even funny.
Oh my goodness.
But why?
Were you just
Watch
like on a
Mojo
binge?
top 10. They would just always come up my YouTube recommended. That was like this, like as a kid, that's like the stuff I used to try. Like I used to always watch that stuff and
Top 10 anime deaths.
like Minecraft videos.
Number 1.
Hey, no
Exactly.
spoilers. Oi,
The
oi.
end.
God, that was the worst. I'm surprised that they keep going. When I like realized what good content was at the age of like, I think it was 10. I just completely stopped. I got a new YouTube account because, actually no, I didn't even have a YouTube account. I made a YouTube account because it was just littered with Watch Mojo accounts, and I was like, or like Watch Mojo videos and my recommendations, and I was just like, I need a fresh start. I need a plague. I need to get this out. And then recently, YouTube had the whole "don't recommend this channel anymore" feature, and that's been a godsend. So now I don't have to ever see it again.
Yeah, I've cleared my watch history like so many times because I used to just watch like the dumbest videos, and it messes with your recommended. Like, you watch one video, and that's all there is. That's all you see.
Yeah, like one video of a different genre, and then it's just watch more, keep watching. Come on, keep watching. Ads.
The problem is the algorithm's
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad too. Like you could watch video from like PewDiePie and not really get that many recommendations, but then you watch a video like some stupid video like Vivo like Ariana Grande or something or anything like that, and they're gonna like spam you with music video recommendations because they pick and choose what they like on YouTube.
True story. I looked up a clip from Spectacular Spider-Man because growing up that was one of my favorite cartoons, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, that's a I was like, oh, it's just nostalgia. And then the next day in my recommended, I find a ton of Spider-Man clips, and near the very top, guess what I find? The now iconic Spider-Man versus Elsa video. I didn't click
no.
it. I didn't click it because I already knew what it was because people were clowning on it. There were memes about it. And then I was like, this is how broken the algorithm is. It's crazy. That's when I realized YouTube is just like messed up. It just doesn't even make sense.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
Did you ever hear about the messed up story I think Matt Watson brought to live air? Did you see like they have like a YouTube rabbit hole where like different things like occur, like even like illegal stuff like borderline trafficking, stuff like that. And
On
if you
YouTube?
click on YouTube, yeah. Did you ever see the Matt Watson video? I think Keemstar did the thing of it. I think last year. or
No,
something
please
like that.
tell me. Please tell me.
But yeah, basically, for an example, like someone looks up one video. Let's say it's like a kid or something like that, like a kid like in a backyard or something, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of other videos, like the guy was documenting this whole thing, and like and if once you click it, a bunch of other videos of just like a bunch of like little kids pop up, and there's a conspiracy theory going around that apparently like like predators go in there and stuff, and it's like a whole predator community like operating on YouTube, which is really messed up. And you might have heard on the news, like after that was brought to light, like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, they all dropped their sponsorships on YouTube. It was like, I think in March last year, something like that.
Is that why the whole YouTube Kids thing and the whole Kappa thing came to light?
I think that's when it came up to light, yeah. Around February 2019, something like that.
Do you guys remember the adpocalypse?
Yeah, there was the first adpocalypse, like if you said any like curse word, or like even if like you mentioned drugs or any like stuff like that, boom, you get the piss colored demonetized symbol.
It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, but speaking of YouTube, Paul has a fairly successful YouTube channel. Tell us about it.
So, it all started when I was 11 years old. It was 2012, I think. I decided to open up my YouTube channel, and first name I was trying to think of a creative name because I used to really like birds in my like childhood and stuff.
You still do.
And yes, I still do, but not like an obsession like I did when I was a little kid. But I decided to name my channel off of like a random bird, but I didn't know what bird to make it, so I'm just like, you know what? I'll be called the Birdman, and that's how I got my name, the Birdman. And I think back in like 2012 and stuff, you couldn't like name your channel whatever you want it to be. It had to be like a specific username, like, and other ones it would be taken. So I decided to do the Birdman 621 because June 21st is my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever go on my channel, it still comes up in the URL, the Birdman 621. And I think throughout my like early childhood, middle school and stuff like that on the channel, I used to post mostly Minecraft videos, and like me and Nick, in case you know Nick, but
love Nick.
Yeah, both me and him, we made like a lot of videos together on like his channel, my channel, and as years went on, we slowly stopped. Like freshman year of high school, I think, early like late middle school, I stopped like posting much, and then I think around sophomore year, I started looking into like piano videos on YouTube because I saw the success of Seth Everman, I think in 2016, and how successful his Still Dre meme became. And yeah, and I was like, you know what? I always enjoyed playing the piano, and I always thought to myself that like playing the piano wouldn't like cause a lot of entertainment to come upon your channel or anything. And I saw him, I'm like, you know what? I gotta start making piano videos. So I decided to start just like doing like goofy like piano videos and stuff, like several I made one of SpongeBob Jellyfish Jam song. That was my first one, I think. It's still on my channel. Like 2017 I made it, I think. And it only garnered like a couple, I think 70, 80 views, something like that.
Yeah.
And then next year as it went on, I started posting like different piano videos, like all in all, like next month and stuff, and still no success. And I kid you not, this is a crazy story, but my grandmother, she was like a really good musician. She was 98 years old.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, and she always used to play the piano, she played the violin, and my whole Italian side of the family, they're all musicians. So like music is in our blood. And I've always kept posting piano videos all up to that date. I think last year, around April 2019, unfortunately she passed away. But at the same time, I was starting to like get kind of stale with my piano video ideas, and like I realized, I'm like, you know what? Not many videos are really getting up there and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? I mean, there's no point in making any more videos if I'm not getting any views. And then on May 10th, I posted my last video called "Bad Guy Goes with Any Song," and that was my last video on my idea list. And I shit you not, when I posted it, I'm like, okay, I'm officially done YouTube. And then a whole week went on. I'm like, I'm never posting anymore, and I have no problem with it. I'm just moving on with life. And then I think 2 weeks in after I posted it, I woke up one morning and I just got like 2,000 notifications. I look on there, and my "Bad Guy Goes with Any Song" video, I looked on it, it was like 70 views the night before. And then next morning, it was like 200,000 views. I'm like, wait, what the And then by that night, it reached like 700,000 and then 800,000. I'm like, wait, oh my God, this is crazy. And then as the weeks went on, it just kept going up and going up. I'm like, you know what? I think posting piano videos aren't that bad. And to this day, I kept posting piano videos ever since then. it brought me back up onto the channel. And I think I'm not really superstitious or anything, but like after my grandmother passed away, like 1 month after I think it was 1 month exactly after she passed, I posted that bad guy video, and ever since then, all my videos were like becoming successful. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy, and that's the story of my channel.
I remember going into school, and then everyone was like, Paul's a celebrity. It was amazing.
Yeah, I did not hear about it until like literally 15 minutes before we started, when a Josh was like, "Yeah, we'll talk about Paul's YouTube channel." Yeah, you told me. I'm looking at it now. It's like you have 7.7 million views on that on that one video, and you're at 67,000 subscribers, and you have you're actually really close to 10 million total channel views in total.
Yeah. I'm like 100,000 away, I think.
Yeah.
But like a year ago, I was only like 200 or something. It's crazy. It just like blew up within like a year. Incredible.
Bro, you're Seth Everman, but with hair.
Yeah.
Yes, Seth Everman, but with hair, and that's how I'll be.
That's still crazy. Oh,
I know. I'm still in shock too. I mean, like, I can't believe it, because literally that one video, that was my like literal last video I was ever gonna post on that channel, and 2 weeks after I posted it, it just blew up overnight, and I can't believe it. It's crazy.
When I first met Paul, I didn't know that he played piano, and then I saw him play, and then I saw him like learn how to play a song instantly by ear. The quickness that Paul can learn a song by ear is insane. I've only met another person who could nearly play by ear like Paul. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had this thing called it's kind of perfect pitch. I think it's like whenever I hear something, like even like let's say like a fire alarm or something, it's like and then boom,
God.
and it's like it's concert E flat. It's played in.
No, dude, the fire alarm at our school is an A, okay, and I know this because I 3D printed an ocarina, an instrument popularized by the Legend of Zelda series. It's it's kind of like a recorder, but I figured that out, and I have it close by. It sounds extremely similar to the fire alarm, to the point where I actually like have tricked people into genuinely thinking it was the fire alarm in like class and stuff. I have it right here. It's
I didn't think Ben would mention it.
That actually sounds.
It sounds exactly like the fire alarm. It's like the funniest thing.
Oh my god!
Every time we had a fire drill, he would take it out and play along with it, and I was like, "Wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, where's that coming from?"
Wait, play that again.
So yes.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, did it cut out through Discord? Well,
Yeah,
I think it cut
out
out.
through
That's
Discord.
fine. It's probably,
all right. Well, the guys at home can hear it.
we
but
lived it. It's okay. We lived
Yeah,
it.
we lived it.
And then you printed like what 5, and then gave them out to a couple of people.
Yeah, a few people have it. I can give you guys
Funniest
some.
thing ever. No.
So,
I remember I saw that and I instantly went no.
so Ben, you have a 3D printer at your house?
Oh yeah.
How's that? What do you use it to print?
It's I got a really good deal on it. It's called the DaVinci 1.0. It's a little bit older of a printer. But I think it retailed for around $500. I think I got it for like $200.
Okay, that's pretty good price.
So yeah.
I'd say it's like pretty useful.
I mean, they just got to look up prints for it.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
Steven has one. He uses it all the time. You can make all sorts of cool stuff with them.
Oh, Ben 3D printed me what was it, a switch stand?
Oh, that
Yes.
switch stand? Oh, I remember that.
I still use it. I remember
You could
gave
punch
one
the
pair.
table and it would fall down.
Oh no, that design was bad.
Yeah, it was.
It did work when it like you didn't punch the table, but like someone like slammed a book to the
other
table.
ones I made were way better than that.
Mhm.
All right.
But I've
I gave a
also
pair to my cousin.
I've also designed my own models too, along with grabbing them off the internet. Like the ocarina, I could never have made that myself. It's really in tune. As you heard, I just played one single A, but yeah, I could never design something that myself. I got it offline, but I did things like I 3D printed a cover for my car's key fob remote, so I wasn't pressing the buttons all the time in my pocket. And pretty much, if there's a problem, you can engineer a solution, with a 3D printer.
Oh yeah, like I know that.
Do you like design a lot of like? Is it a lot of trial and error? Like, have you wasted a lot of the film or like the what's it called?
Filament.
Plastic filament. That's it.
I mean, not terribly much. I mean, it's if I'm copying something, like I copied feet for for old audio equipment, like sort of like big boxes, like little plastic feet. That was pretty easy. I just had to like measure the diameter and just make cylinders and that kind of thing accordingly. And overall, like the 3D printer is pretty accurate with its with everything, and I always make sure to have tolerances in mind. And nothing I've made is really big, so I never really wasted that much filament. So but yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the filament lasts like a while, and I've printed a few things. It doesn't use too much.
I mean, it's like it's 2.2 pounds of filament, 1 kilogram. It's $16 from Micro Center, the cheapest you can get it. Gets normal filament, and up to around probably 25 for like the standard stuff. And you can get specialty too with like higher temperature plastics or like flexible filaments and that kind of thing. But just normal plastic, 2.2 pounds is $16 to $25.
Do you guys remember the first time you ever seen like 3D printing? Because I remember the first time I ever saw it was like in a YouTube video like 5 years ago, but like Unbox Therapy. It was about like a 3D pen, and then it guided me down this huge rabbit hole of what 3D printing was, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, I probably looked at it probably around the same time. It's what I really saw, what was really cool was probably the Ultimaker 2. When that came out, it was around when I started sort of learning about 3D printing and like the capabilities and everything, because its core principle is pretty simple and it's been around for a while. Kind of like a claw machine or that kind of thing, where it's and a hot glue gun, where it heats up plastic and it puts on top of each other layer by layer. So yeah, in a sense, it is a hot glue gun on a claw machine.
Yeah,
or a CNC machine, that kind of thing, that movement.
Pretty much, it's kind of crazy. It just takes like strings of plastic, melts it, and you can watch it. It takes a while, but like it just forms it. I don't know, it's like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And everything I've had 3D printed has held up. It worked. I mean, besides that mic stand, that was hollow. But other than that, everything's been pretty great. And I mean, I'm getting some other stuff from Steven, like for my speaker. I know he uses like he 3D printed like a filter for his drain to keep hair out, and like you'd probably have to pay like a decent amount of money for one of those. So you could just print a solution instead of buying small things off like eBay or Amazon.
I think one of the coolest things I've seen is the stands for the wall for like Google Homes. You guys have seen those?
Those are
the ones you can put Google Homes like in the shower on the wall. Those are
crazy.
Yeah, like wall brackets.
And it's so annoying to buy that stuff. You usually just have to get a speaker that has it.
Yeah, or other things I was looking at too, like the calculator covers for the TI-84. I don't know if you can buy them on the aftermarket, but I was thinking about taking the models online for those calculator covers and sort of cutting out holes and like pass-through buttons so I can play like the calculator games like with dedicated buttons and that kind of thing, and not see any of the other buttons on the calculator itself. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the arrow keys.
It's pretty limitless, the stuff that you can design and manufacture and everything. It's pretty wasteful to have a 3D printer and not like sort of make your own designs to solve your own problems.
Yeah, it's like the point.
Just look on YouTube. The internet's out there though.
Oh, there are tons of models on the internet, but I'm just saying that there's plenty of cases where you can sort of customize existing models or make your own from the ground up.
Yeah, I feel like for a 3D printer, like you can buy it to like print cool stuff, but the main purpose of it is just to solve problems without having to leave your house, and it's cheaper and it's better, probably lasts longer. The only problem is 3D printers are like still pretty new, so they're really expensive. But I mean, even like when you mentioned yours was a pretty good price. Like yours is a good price, 200. Like,
you can get a decent 3D printer. Well, you can get a decent assembled printer for probably like 180 or so. Although for that price, you're getting a pretty small one, probably like 4 inches, for a 4-inch by 4-inch build plate. But even then, it still has pretty high capabilities.
Yeah, you could do a lot, like the speaker covers for the JBL and stuff like that. I mean, like you can always get one like the one Steven did, which was pretty expensive, and you could do like pretty much limitless things on it. I don't know what he spent on this, but he's made like so much stuff on that.
Your JBL's the best. What is it? The Charge 3?
Oh, the JBL Charge stands 3 for junk but loud.
The thing about the JBL Charge 3 is that like it's not like the most like crazy high quality speaker. It's just like a tank. Like I bring it every time I go outside because I've pushed it. Like I think the rating for how far in the water can go is like 3 feet or something like that, and I've pushed it, or maybe 6 feet. I've pushed it down like 10 feet one time, and it's just completely fine after, and I've had it for like 3 years. It's amazing.
Colin, do you want to tell that story of when you used to bring it to gym class?
Oh,
In the locker room.
Oh yeah, I used to bring it to gym class and just play music in the locker room. Everyone loved it, even the teachers. I remember I brought it
What
outside.
song? Which song though? Tell him which song.
Oh god, what song did I play? I don't remember.
Are you kidding me? Oh, so for gym class, our first unit where we went outside was tennis.
Oh no.
Colin brings a speaker all the time.
Oh god.
And he used to bring the Wii Sports. He used to play the Wii Sports tennis theme.
Oh, I remember
the
every
locker
day,
room.
every day.
On the court.
Okay.
I remember.
Oh my god.
I remember that. Oh yeah, that was great. Teacher didn't care at all.
Beginning
Either.
of the
That
year.
was hilarious.
It was the beginning of the year. Oh,
Oh,
that's
if only
funny.
school was an actual thing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Can't do that
I
now.
had a great junior year, like better than I ever would have imagined it. So I'm just happy
Hey, Paul.
that happened on my dad.
Yeah.
How was your senior year? Because the whole pandemic happened during your
Oh,
senior
God.
year. Like,
I mean, I thought it was really bad at first, but no offense to you guys, but I think you guys might have a worse year because it's like not like you're not sure if like you're going back at all until like January, and maybe
At
like
least,
could go
yeah.
later, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, 3/4 of my senior year, it was going pretty good. It was up until like February, or when it start, like
March.
middle
March,
of March or
I
something like
remember
that. Yeah,
that.
March. Yeah, I remember. We just finished our musical at the high school.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, that was really
literally
good.
the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally like 4 days before everything shut down. So talk about perfect timing.
Yeah.
I got to see my last. I got to be in my last musical. However, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to prom or graduation. But at least I did that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, me and Paul were in stage crew together. It was great.
I
Mhm.
just remember those. Like,
We did
days.
lots of things there.
Just like the days
Okay,
like, where the pandemic
musical
started,
notes.
it was like,
Uh-huh.
yo, this is crazy. We're gonna be off for an entire 2 weeks and no schoolwork. This is so exciting. And then it was like, yes, 4 weeks, 2 months, 4 months, no school next year either. And it was like, okay, never mind.
Plays the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Oh
remember
my.
hearing about it that day.
Yeah, but I remember that. Jess, you remember we went to the park the day the school shut down, and we
Oh,
all thought it was
yeah.
normal. Yeah, we
One
were
of the
playing
best
frisbee, ultimate frisbee or something,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the best days of my life.
and we were just playing frisbee there, and then and
was
we
a
were like,
weird day.
yo guys, Governor Wolf closed down the schools for 2 weeks. I'm like, wow. I'm like, are you sure? He might open it up a week early. And then looking back now, I'm just like, I'm in a limbo the past 6 months that I can't get out.
It's like
But
that
the good thing
Bulls by
is,
Kanye West song.
good thing is, college is starting in 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that.
Online
maybe-
college.
Even though it's gonna be online,
Yeah.
like my whole entire college is gonna be online. You get to still like virtually see people. There's clubs you could join, like virtual activities, and then eventually you'll be able to meet up with those people once you like meet them and stuff.
You're going to
Yeah.
Westchester, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That
Mhm.
like college is
Um,
like in the.
Where are you going? Where where do you want to go?
I haven't started applying yet. Hopefully my family doesn't
Oh.
listen. I need to start coming up. I mean,
Yeah,
like I wish I had more time with my counselor to just to talk about it. Just talking to someone
Mhm.
about what you want to do is like the best. I have a vague idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I
Well-
I need to look into
Well, this
that.
got depressing.
Yeah.
We have no direction in life. What? Thanks, Paul.
No,
Thank
we'll
you
make the
for that.
podcast for the rest of our lives.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Well,
can live off of this.
At least like well the good thing is at least if you're like going in the senior year and you're able to like do a few months of it, or like even if like not all, like the grade behind you is probably worse because like they would miss their junior year and maybe their senior year.
Well, hopefully we have a vaccine by then.
Yeah,
Oh,
well
boy.
I think the Oxford vaccine looks like it's working. So I mean the media is not really covering it because they don't want to hype up everyone, and it might be like a big letdown, but it looks really optimistic at this point. So you guys might be going back in January. I'm almost positive. Because
Well,
by then,
knock
like
on wood.
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, like looking at that, like within like 3 months or something like that, they'll send that recipe or patent across the world, and all the countries will start like They're not the recipe. I was thinking of
Chef Boyardee will save us again.
What's the word for the vaccine? I was thinking of the Minecraft recipes,
the formula?
Like the crafting recipes.
Formula?
Yeah, the formula. Yeah, well,
the secret formula
too. Okay.
Chef Boyardee is just gonna save us all. I'm sorry, Paul. That's not what I expected. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, I'm like, recipe? What was it, patent? What? I know it. And it's the formula. I'm thinking of the formula. Yeah.
Fun
But,
fact.
Like they don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, they don't have to. Oxford doesn't have to rush for the whole world waiting on them. Like I said, they just send out their formula across the world. And, like all the countries will take care of it.
I think another good word is serum. Super serum. Super soldier serum. Captain America. I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
My goodness. You know what's funny? Fun fact. The day before we left school was the day I was supposed to take my SATs.
Ooh.
I still haven't taken them.
Oh.
Because
you still haven't taken.
I
the
remember that.
No,
They're like removing
I
the
have not taken it either.
SATs, and I was like, "Let's go."
scheduled for
I wasn't
September.
ready at all. Yeah, I think I'm scheduled for
I'm still
September
not.
too.
I'm kidding.
I think they're just gonna have to do it virtually though.
I mean, how can you do the SAT without like enforcing cheating? Like if you do it online, kind of the validity of it is gone.
Yeah, the people
That's
just
what I
have their
think.
phones, and
Yeah.
load up stuff.
I mean, they're gonna have to do something with webcams, but I don't think they can force everyone to. Well, not everyone has a webcam, but even if they do, they probably can't force everyone to use it.
I mean, if you do it in person, social distancing 6 feet apart with masks, that's like what, 3 hours? It's stuck in there. People like breathing heavily because the like tension of it. It's just a box for COVID if someone has it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they could put you in like
I'm watching
cubicles
basketball
though,
right now.
and people wouldn't get it.
I'm watching basketball right now because that's
No
what I always
way.
do because I'm professionalism.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
shocked.
That is actually insane.
If football was going on, you did the exact same thing.
I mean, the only sports I like are tennis, golf, and I don't think swimming would be a sport.
I want
Yeah,
to
it
try
is.
golf one day. I want to try golf.
The only
except
sport
I'm
I
not a
like
rich
is
white.
Wii Sports.
Sports is great.
The only sport I like is
Alright,
marching
Wii
band.
Sports.
JK.
Oh, did you say JK on our podcast? I'll murder you.
I did.
When we do the in-person one, I'll murder you.
Okay.
On camera.
Um,
Wait, are we allowed to swear on the podcast? Because
Yes,
I think I
yeah, you
accidentally.
have.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's okay, AJ.
I wasn't sure if you're trying to get monetized.
I'll cut it
and
out.
Susan Susan Washsiki would have come after you.
Last time we had Harry and we didn't censor it, so you should be fine.
Josh, I'll give you a
This is
1 terabyte
unprofessional,
hard
guys.
drive if you don't kill me.
No promises.
You still want the drive?
I mean, I'm fine. I
Alright.
mean, I have one right now. I mean, if you're like hitting it out, maybe.
Well, you can help me get the 320 gigabyte drive out of a
Just text me.
computer, but I can't get it out.
text me
I
later.
tried to use pliers.
You can't get a hard drive out.
It's the only one I can't get out is one in a desktop because it's in such a bad position, and the screws are all like old and stripped, and the motherboard I can't get to come out. So yeah,
Interesting.
Shit, I can do that.
it's like less than 500 gigs, so it's like, is it even worth it?
No.
Exactly.
Because the problem with old hard drives is that you don't know how many hours they have on them and that kind of thing. So it's like they could fail at any time, and it's like you're holding your valuable storage on there,
Yeah, I would
That's
use
a good
that's
point,
that's
actually.
why I
Unless you
like.
just use it as like a game drive or like
Well, of course, yeah.
that kind of thing.
That's why I'm using
That's what
the
I'm
1
using.
terabyte drive because I know it only has like 2,000-3,000 hours of usage, like nothing on it. It's a laptop drive though, so you know.
I wouldn't call that nothing, but like
It's not nothing, but like it's pretty
Yeah.
lightly used. Like my one over there with like
it
15,000
still has
hours.
it still has years of life left in that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my one with 15,000 hours on it has been running a Minecraft server for about like a week, and it's had no problems. Probably because of Linux, but we'll
Knock
see.
on wood.
It's okay. Linux is
Yep.
nice and light on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who in general like uses Linux just because, unless they're trying to like mod.
Or Jimmy.
I mean,
Hey.
if I was not,
You want to get Jimmy on the podcast?
if I wasn't using my computer for like gaming, if I was literally using it to do schoolwork and listen to music and stuff like that, I would be using Ubuntu for sure because it works on a hard drive like so well. It's just lighter on it. With an SSD, you might as well use Windows, but like if you have a hard drive, I highly recommend Ubuntu.
Windows is pretty heavy, and Linux can often like save an old system.
Oh yeah, it can, because that old computer, I remember it could not turn on, and this drive I put in it to, like, it couldn't boot my laptop, and it booted that computer with no problem at all because it's on Ubuntu.
Aren't you still trying to sell your old PC on eBay?
Nah, I'm kind of using it as a server computer. I got a Discord bot running on it. I'm probably gonna use it for a VPN and cloud storage too, because it's like, why not?
You could use that as like a streaming box. Like you could get like
I
certain
could.
specs for it.
It's in such good
'Cause that's
condition.
what people do.
Like I
The
got
problem with the
such a
streaming
deal.
box is that you need to spend money on the PCIe cards.
Oh, that's true. Like if you ever plan on doing streaming, like that would be like worth it just to use like an old one, modify it slightly, add that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good. It's a workstation computer, but it's in such good condition. It's not even like dusty. The power supply is it's 450 watts, which is good enough. The only
The
problem
opposite
is
of
the
a
graphics
PlayStation.
card is incompetent. I'm surprised it's as good as integrated graphics. I don't even think it is.
I thought it was worse.
I think it is. I think
think
your
we compared
integrated graphics are better than my graphics card in that laptop,
Yeah, what is that,
PC.
like 64 CUDA cores?
Something like that. I don't know.
All the new
CUDA
graphics
who?
cards have at least 1,000.
It's like
Kuda who?
it's like a
You got
it's like a
cooties? What?
Quadro
Okay.
600. It's not a good one, but the computer does its job with what it's doing right now, and it hasn't shut off in like
and-
a week. So
Me and Paul are laptop gang. Like, AO.
Yeah, true. I have the Acer Acer Aspire E15. That's what I have.
SSD.
Imagine.
HP Pavilion.
Imagine not having a big 25-pound computer next to you.
Imagine not
I
I
having.
do have a desktop too, but it's my mom's. It's like 8 years old,
Is it a family
and
computer?
like it takes 30 minutes to log in. That's how slow it
See,
is.
that's why you need Ubuntu.
and an
Never
SSD.
related
and
more.
and the funniest thing is, before I got my laptop like last July, I used to go on that like all the time. I used to think it was like normal speed, because like the school's computers were like only a little faster. And I was like, man, the school computers are pretty fast. Looking back now, I'm like,
Okay.
man, I was not at all spoiled.
We gotta get Steven on here to talk about how bad the school's computers are. He can go off on it.
I mean, the
Well, I
problem.
don't think that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
some of them aren't too bad. They're just, they're built kind of cheap and plasticky. It's just a lot of them are. They're all limited by the network.
The
Yeah,
network.
because they're
doesn't-
very good. They're very
There you go.
decent computers. I'm pretty sure they have SSDs in them, which
Well, it's like
makes no
they're made for
sense.
enterprise use, so like the build quality isn't the best. But like,
Yeah, but it would be such a good that would be the perfect laptop if you don't want to spend Mac money. Because I looked into the price, it's like $500 to buy one of the school laptops. But like if it has an SSD in it, it would be really good to just take anywhere and do work, especially with those guards on it. You could stick it right into a bag. It has that gigantic battery. Like they are really good computers. They're just the school Wi-Fi is just so bad. It's ridiculous.
well, I think the larger
Mhm.
ones are really garbage, but the smaller ones they have
Oh yeah.
they have i3 6100Us, I think, which isn't too bad.
It's
I like
good
how
for
our
what they do.
school, like you can tell like which ones are the best ones, which ones are the worst, and then they're like even in the computer labs, some of them are good, some of them are not. You can just tell by looking at them,
Yeah.
and it's insane. Like the spectrum of even how good the hardware is, but they're all limited by the network.
Yeah, I think we're
It's
getting
insane.
laptops this year, right?
I
We
think we
can.
are getting Chromebooks allegedly, but I'm not sure what we're actually getting. I don't know.
I don't want to pay for them though.
No, we wouldn't pay. They would just hand them out, and like they would be locked to something to keep
Well,
us
we
from
would
doing
be
anything
paying for
besides
them
school.
because like tax money.
Oh, well, that's
Oh
true.
my.
But like we're gonna be paying for that no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah. Imagine having a job and then getting a certain percentage of it taken from the government. Haha, can't be me. FICA be like,
see
Is it just me, or like up until sophomore year, I thought public school was free, like completely free, and then I realized like it comes through not only taxpayers but like some areas they have to like pay like a yearly fee for like the school district. Do you guys do that?
I
Like
don't
your
know.
parents do that. I think I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
but,
not sure because like we're not paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it kinda depends on the
I mean, we
school,
are,
though.
but yeah.
like I don't think we do here,
Mhm.
but yeah, I didn't even know that.
if you live in, I think you get taxed a little bit more. Oh wait, Ben, censor that. I don't want
Yeah.
to get DOSed. Thank you, Ben. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun
in
fact.
town number 2, you do. It's a very like, hey, I have to improvise. No, the wealthier the town, the higher the taxes, and a lot of people in this town are rich.
The town with all the new developments and no more forest. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh my. Thank you. That's
Can you imagine like
only
going
way.
to like some town or something, like basically anywhere where you live, and just go back 100 years ago, it's just all forests everywhere and like one dirt path.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
it's like in front of that, like you know the retirement home talking about. There's like that octagonal school. Like I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that was there. And the main road like the main road was just meant for like horses and stuff. Like it's crazy how much it changed.
There's a certain house near an optometrist near a road near us, which is also one of the only like remaining old stuff.
I call it optometrist. Is that weird?
That's just wrong.
Optometrist. I used to call it that. I went to my because my mom's a nurse. I said, what's an optometrist? She's like, what are you talking about? You mean optometrist? I'm like, wait, that's how you say
it? I think people who don't speak English trying to say ophthalmologist is one of the funniest things.
Ophthalmologist.
I've never heard that.
I don't know why. What's is there like a fancy word for dentist? Orthodontist. Never mind. I'm dumb. I forgot.
Orthodontist is a little bit different.
No, orthodontist is the study of like your jaws and like the shape of your teeth, and then dentists are like more like the cleanliness of your teeth.
Okay, because I knew they were kind of related, but like the word orthodontist wasn't in my head, so I was trying to remember.
It's the teeth doctor.
Hey Ben, didn't you go to the teeth doctor?
Yo, that was like an epic transition. Yes, I did. I got my wisdom teeth ripped out.
Ben, you're the worst. Ben, you're the worst.
I feel so dentists are like the physicians of your teeth, and then orthodontists are like the chiropractors for your teeth.
Yeah, that's a really good
pretty
analogy.
Much.
Actually.
It was exactly 1 week ago of this recording date. I went in and got my wisdom teeth ripped out. So they were impacted, but they were growing in straight, so it was a pretty straightforward removal. So I was put under. It was nappy time for me while they ripped it out, while they cut it out. And,
it's opioids.
I really hope they just ripped it out, like out.
No,
I didn't realize
I say rip, but like, actually, I got the stitches out today, so I can finally talk normal or like almost normal. I may sound a little bit different just because like my gums aren't 100% healed. They're still a bit soft, but like
you sound a lot better.
Yeah,
you sound a lot
I
better.
can barely speak that.
There was like a lisp that first day, but you were
I was gonna get my wisdom teeth removed.
You handled it well.
I think March 20th was gonna be the date my wisdom teeth were gonna be removed, and then that's when everything started shutting down. So ever since then, I haven't got my wisdom teeth removed yet. But it's not that bad because I have retainers I use every night.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it's like miraculous. I mean, I'm still eventually going to get them out because they're eventually going to press against my teeth. But they're all coming in straight, and like all of them are already in.
I'm supposed to have an orthodontist appointment because it's been about like a year and 2 months since I got my braces off. And I'll be real with you, I have not been wearing my retainers, so I'm kind of glad that they're not opened. But I have to go to the dentist soon by the end of the month, which is unfortunate.
But
Ben,
yes.
When you went into the nappy time, do you remember anything?
Sort of. It was first they put the nitrous oxide, the laughing gas, and then like after like a minute or so, and everything just started becoming numb and everything. I was like, my brain still works. Yes, exactly. The nurse was like, "You're doing a great job," and I'm like, "Do you say that to everyone?" No, I thought it was pretty funny. I just
how did it feel like just falling asleep? Was it fast, or did it feel like it was long?
First it was the nitrous oxide, that sort of calms you down, and then they put the anesthesia in, which, dude, that stuff, they put the IV in, right? And I could sort of tell. I was like, okay, he's gonna put the nappy time chemicals in, and like, dude, literally like seconds after he put that through the IV, I was out, and I sort of recall a few minutes of them working on my mouth, probably because didn't put enough of the nappy time medicine in me at that point. My eyes were still closed and everything. I didn't really know what was going on. But I woke up and I was pretty okay. I mean, like I walked to the car and everything, and like I got home successfully. I napped pretty quickly. Really, like I napped him. I knocked. Yes. No. I went to sleep.
Is this real life?
Yes. Messing up words.
Oh my!
I fell asleep immediately when I got home, and besides that, it was gushing blood for those few hours. I had the gauze in, but yeah, around like a few hours after that, I was able to take the gauze off because said the blood was clotted up, And after that, I was pretty okay. Next few days, it was pretty swollen. I mentioned I had that lisp for a few days, but
It was hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was like crazy. Like when you joined that day, like with both of my siblings who both got their wisdom teeth out. My sister because they didn't grow in straight. My brother because he got cavities in all of them. Like they all had problems with like the stuff they give you. They were all like woozy all the rest of the day. So I was like surprised you were completely normal.
I was pretty tired and like knocked out that first day.
But you joined Discord.
Yeah.
You
Yes, I
joined.
did.
I
Which
heard
is
the list,
shocking.
and then the next day it was a little less, and like the third day I didn't even notice it. Probably because it was through Discord, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that was
I
pretty good.
My gums were pretty swole for a few days, but like
You fell out. You fell asleep by like 1 or 2 o'clock, and that's like pretty early.
okay, no, I
That's
no,
late for
I
me.
could have gone to bed at like 10, at like 11 o'clock that night. But I wanted to stay up.
I bet your
What are you,
opioids
like
kept
every
you
other
up.
person?
They didn't keep me up. I was
No,
really
no.
tired.
No, and
Uh-huh.
I fell asleep at like 1 o'clock one of the other nights, but then I had an hour gap of sleeping, and then I still woke up at 1 o'clock.
Like that stuff like really knocked me out. I had like fever like symptoms during the day. After that surgery. Like I was not feeling too good that day.
Oh, like COVID?
Anesthesia knocks you out.
Yeah, like I didn't feel any pain in my teeth.
COVID
Actually,
partner?
when I woke up, my entire mouth, I couldn't feel anything.
Oh, I hate that
So it
feeling.
just felt like it was hanging off.
It just
Or
goes
did you feel like nothing
yeah.
was there?
Because when you try to
No,
eat
like-
or drink,
yeah.
like it's bad.
No, like my bottom lip, I couldn't move it. It was just kind of like hanging there until it like
Oof.
for a few hours.
Boy,
And I started feeling the pain I took ibuprofen and I was fine. And it didn't hurt after that actually.
it's weird describing like anesthesia and like nitrous oxide to people who've never had it. I've never had nitrous oxide, but I've had anesthesia. I think I got like a operation done on me when I was like 6 or 7. I remember they put me on the table, and they were like, start counting from 10. And then I was like, oh, I know those numbers. 10, 9, and then it was like an inception. I woke up in the bed. It was insane how quickly like I knocked out. I don't think you can even go past like 7. It was the weirdest experience. I thought it was an exception before I even knew what inception was. It was the most bizarre thing.
I remember I
Yeah.
saw a video on YouTube, some guy getting anesthesia, and it was like the longest thing. I think they put it in at 8, but he counted all the way down to 3, and then
Ooh,
you just saw his eyes get like foggy, and then they're like, woohoo! They're like, oh, he's ready for surgery.
Yeah.
That's scary. Do you know people play music during surgery? Does that not freak you out?
That's weird.
that one day I heard that, and I
That's
was
like
that's
playing
weird.
surgery in an ambulance. I mean, that's like playing music in an ambulance.
Oh my goodness. It's like the ambulance driver's like, hold on, I need to change the radio. Or like, hold on, let me plug in the aux cord.
Hold up, what?
Hey bro, pass the aux cord. Post Malone uploaded a new song.
Next time I'm in an ambulance, I'm gonna be like, hey bro, can you pass the aux cord? That's so dumb. I love the effect that laughing gas puts on people though. It affects certain people differently. Like I think 2 people in my family have had laughing gas in their system. For my dad, it just knocked him out. He was like, "Yeah, I haven't slept that well in a while." But then my sister, after she got her wisdom teeth taken out, was like woozy as hell, man. She so she woke up and my sister was there. And she woke up and she was like kind of like groggy and stuff like that. But then she started crying, and then she said, I can't believe he didn't come. I'll never forgive him for this." And then my sister said, "Who?" And then my sister, like, while still crying, like, "Obama. I thought he said he was gonna come." And then my sister was like, "You never met Obama before. You never knew that. But he promised he was gonna come." It's the funniest thing I've ever
That's
seen.
hilarious.
It was. I remember she told us, like my sister told, like, our family that we never let it go. We still don't let it go. It's the funniest thing.
I mean, I
It was,
wasn't
like,
feeling
2
too
years
well,
ago.
but it's like my brain still worked, right?
Is this what cum was like?
Yeah.
That's my funny laughing gas story. Anyone else got any funny laughing gas stories?
I mean, I already said my funny story though.
Yeah, Ben.
Yes, exactly.
The world doesn't revolve around you.
Wow. I mean,
Jess, you were the one who was like, "Yes, talk about your wisdom teeth on the podcast."
We had no topics. Don't even bother. Unprofessionalism.
this is very
Yes.
unprofessional,
Yeah.
actually, I think.
I remember one time, like I think, what was the most painful experience you guys ever had?
Oh God.
You ever get the wind knocked out of you for the
That
first
happened to
time?
me. Yeah, I think that was the most painful experience of my life. I got the wind knocked out of me. I was like 8 or 9. I was over at my friend's house. I was on the swing, and I went up as high as I could. I tried to swing back, but I let go by accident, and I fell like a good 10 feet on my back onto like grass.
Ooh.
And then I got up and I tried to breathe, but nothing was working. I'm like, uh-oh. And I was just there. I was just like on the ground. I looked like a fish out of water. I was trying to breathe. And then I think like 10 seconds later, I was finally able to breathe. But oh my, that was scary as hell.
Yeah, it's the worst. For the first time, it's so scary.
I mean, thankfully, at least for me, probably the worst thing I've ever had happen is like, stub my toe so hard that like I can't walk for a few minutes. But like besides that, I've been pretty okay.
I've had a couple of bad experiences. One time I was running when I was younger. Oh, I have like 2 good stories. One, when I was younger, I think I was like 5 or 6. I was playing tag with my sister, and then I was looking back behind me to see if she came there, and then I ran straight into like a dresser. So you know how like some dressers, like near the top, they have like corners. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
ran into that, and like my tooth was like bloody. It didn't crack or anything, but there was like a hole in my tooth.
Oh, man.
And that hurt for the longest time. And like my baby tooth had like a yellow like spot on it for like 2 or 3 years. If you see any like first grade pictures, you'll see it. That was painful. And then
oh man.
And then I think it was 5 years after that, I was running, and then my sofas in my house have like metal legs. I ran my left index, like my big toe, into it. And then there was like a ton of blood behind the nail. So I tried to hide it for 2 days. And then my family noticed I had a limp, and they were like, take your shoes off. And I was like, why? I was like, because you did something and I know it. And then I saw it, I had to go to a doctor. I had to get my toenail, like, I had to have like a hole in it to release the blood. And then it had to fall off. It was the worst.
Oh,
it hurt for like a month.
I feel like I've lost a toenail before. It's like the worst feeling ever. I like stubbed it so hard that I had to get it off. It's awful because like the skin under there is so sensitive.
If you're eating, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Colin, what was yours?
I just finished eating coffee cake, so you're good.
Also getting
I at least had my tasty cake before the podcast.
Cold fish.
Yeah. I didn't want you guys to hear all this rapper sound.
Yeah.
Yes, background noise.
Sounds like radio static.
Dude, I can do that too, because like I just have the tasty cake.
Now there's crumbs everywhere.
No.
Hey, this is an
Dropped
ASMR,
everything in my
right?
office.
Me too.
ASMR.
Oh God, disgusting.
Yeah, for some reason, it's really weird because like for some reason, whenever I hear ASMR in my right ear, like the back, like the lower part of my back starts to get like really tingly, and it's like it's hard to explain. It's like someone's tickling like your lower backbone. I don't know if you guys have that too.
ASMR is just weird. Like it doesn't have an effect on me.
It feels really,
gross.
really uncomfortable.
ASMR is weird.
People sleep to it.
I mean,
oh God,
ASMR is weird. It kind of depends. Like you can look through. There's so much. It's like gaming videos. I'd almost say like there's so many different kinds of it, and I feel like some types of it can be like relaxing, but like not I don't feel like tingles and stuff like that. Like that's just I don't know. But like there's some of that stuff so weird. It's just I don't know.
That's
the only thing worse is mukbang ASMR.
What's mukbang?
You don't know what mukbang is?
No.
It's basically or it's also pronounced mukbang. People basically just eat a bunch of food on camera.
I can't stand
and
that.
It's for entertainment purposes, and it's like a lot of food. It's not like competitive eating. It's more of like you hear the sound effects of ASMR like when they're chewing food.
Oh, what?
Ew, it's always like Joey's World. Ew.
Oh, I watched.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
I actually saw a video.
I think
like
his
that.
channel would be considered mukbang. I think it would. Yeah.
Like there was this one guy who did a video. We got real close up to the mic and he ate canned corn, and it was like the most unsettling sound. I was like, bro, that's like the worst thing you can eat. It's like moist, it's like watery.
Canned corn.
I was like, and you can hear like the can, and then you hear like, It's like, oh god, dude, just stop. Like, it was awful. Oh my god. I actually tried to listen to it.
There is a market for it. There is a market for it.
I tried to listen to it, and I was like, I just can't do this.
Unfortunately.
This is just weird.
I have goosebumps now. That's
Colin, I feel as though like you would play that like in your basement, and you wouldn't know the Bluetooth speakers on, and then it's playing upstairs, and like one of the members in your family, they're like, what are you playing?
What is that?
And you're like,
No,
oh man.
No, Colin would cue that up on our Discord music.
Yeah, that's
oh no, now you're gonna do it now.
No, the best is you gotta cue up the pickle ASMR. It's like it seems like a joke, but it's not. It's like intense crunch, very relaxing.
I'm pickle red.
They'll just take a big bite of a pickle and eat it right at the front of the mic. You can tell the sensitivity is all the way up too.
Oh Jesus!
I just know iDubbbz did that. Like he ate like a pickle in like the camera or something like that, and then he ate like the canned peaches in the sewer.
Disgusting.
That doesn't sound great.
That was like the first. That was like the beginning roots of ASMR mukbang.
Disgusting. The internet's a sick place.
I know.
It's weird.
But
it is a sick place, but we can all agree on one thing that influenced our middle school years.
Yeah.
Filthy Frank.
Oh my goodness, Filthy Frank. The Lord Filthy Frank.
And not only him, but the trio, Max Mofo, iDubbbz, Anything for Views, that were like the whole, what are they called? Quadruplets, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they were just like, we all had that edgy humor. We had that edgy phase back then, and they literally like helped us through it.
I mean, I kind of didn't. I actually learned about Filthy Frank in 9th grade, but it was like so anti-YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube's trying to be like family friendly, but it was just like it was such a weird sense of humor, and the fan base is so weird. It's like disgusting, but also hilarious.
Yeah, I remember I got introduced to Filthy Frank by my friend Nick. It was like Halloween, our 8th grade year. He showed me a video. I think it was like 100 life hacks, something like that, or top 10 life hacks. Yeah, that was the first video I saw. I'm like, yo, this guy's really weird. But in
Kill yourself. Just do it.
But at the same time, I was like, it's so weird, but you don't like you want to look away, but at the same time you don't. You know that feeling?
Oh,
have you ever watched The Lore?
The Lore?
I've seen it. Yeah, like
and I think only like 2 weeks after I found out the channel, the new video he uploaded, it was hair cake. I'm like, oh god, that's nasty.
Oh no, hair cake is one of the most disgusting videos.
It's so disgusting. I mean, yeah.
I can't.
I think I was 14 when I saw it. I was like partially scarred.
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
Oh man.
I'm assuming Ben and Colin have not seen it.
I have not.
Nah.
Oh really? Oh, I suggest you should not look it up unless
Don't look up hair cake.
One you already ate, or two. Well, actually, never mind. You just don't.
Well, now I have to.
Don't look up hair cake. But you can look up Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank has a lot of good memes. Like
yeah,
you've definitely seen
just
them.
don't look up their cake trilogy, like any of their cake episodes.
But you definitely seen like I don't know. It's time to stop, or like Welcome to the Rice Fields.
It's time to
like,
stop.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I love. I've been hearing that meme so many times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny?
Oh, you go.
Okay. Something funny is that like the iconic like gravelly voice that he did, like that gave him like throat injuries, like that. That's the reason. His vocal cords. That's why he.
One of the reasons why he left.
Mm-hmm.
And the most ironic thing about it was, and he's like now a big singer.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that like his vocal cords are still up there.
It's crazy. I didn't know it was like the same person right away. Like I looked into it.
Yeah, when I saw the face reveal thing, I saw a re-upload of it in like 2016. I'm like, that's not him. And then I saw him like take off the glasses in the same Filthy Frank shirt. I'm like, yo, that actually might be him. That's so weird.
I remember I found out that he became like the new person because he was on Hot Ones. I was like, what's Filthy Frank doing on here? Oh, he's a music person?
Yeah. I think that's all of his fan base. Is just his fan base is just the Filthy Frank followers.
Fun fact, I'm drinking Dasani. I hate Dasani.
Oh,
like,
I hate Dasani so much.
Like, those like elite.
Then why are you drinking it?
Because my family bought it at BJ's, and we have like 3 cases of it, and I'm like, all right, I guess this is my life now.
Dasani's not elite. Dasani just has salt in it, and they want you to keep drinking water. Like that was.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So stupid.
Like I noticed
Dasani has salt in it.
Like very, very little amount of sodium, like a very small amount, because they want you to keep drinking it.
Well, no. I think the point of that
yeah.
is to actually help rehydrate you, kind of like replenish your sweat. You know.
Oh,
No,
maybe
no,
that.
I have
Use
the
salt
bottle with me. Okay, let me look in the back. Ready? Purified water,
Oh man.
magnesium sulfate, potassium chloride, and salt. The last three are quote minerals added for taste. So yeah, there's salt in here. That's no wonder I keep drinking more of it. That's so
Okay.
dumb.
Well, I always drink like the berry flavored Dasani. Like for some reason, grape water is really good. Unpopular opinion. I think what they do is add salt in it, and that's what like, in a way, kind of makes it kind of taste like something sour, but it's still salt, which is like nasty.
But you know
I've
what
had
I'm
flavored
drinking right
water
now?
once.
I'm drinking fridge water. Okay. I mean,
Fridge
like
water's
the filtered water that
great.
comes out of my fridge. But
That's
yeah.
all I drink.
Filtered water is great.
I'm drinking tap water.
You drink tap water?
Tap
Yeah.
water. I mean,
You're
is
weird.
tap water is pretty much fridge water.
Well, technically, like we use a filter for it, like the Brita filter.
Oh,
So
the
not
Brita,
so it's like
not
fridge
like
water.
or Brita, yeah. Yeah.
Do you-
it's
I was
like
about to say,
filtered.
like people who drink from the sink, I don't know, like it just
Ew,
tastes
like
wrong.
regular tap. No, I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat water. I
Eat
wouldn't-
water.
Yeah,
I
consume.
I wouldn't
Consume
drink it
water.
unfiltered. That would be just like I would never
done
drink
that, but it's
unfiltered
kinda
water unless like
Weird.
unless I'm up in the mountains somewhere like 10,000 feet hiking in like the
Oh yeah.
Himalayas or
straw.
something, and you find like the source of like some little pond up there, like no bacteria in sight, and I would probably drink up there.
Upstate New York has like the cleanest water. I remember my pop was telling me about it. It's like
I went to
Really
Glacier
good.
National Park in Montana, and like the water up there was so clear. It was almost like Iceland clear, like the one you showed me, Colin.
oh yeah, Iceland is
but
good water too.
yeah, it was like turquoise. It was so clear, and like there wasn't any bacteria up there because like there's snow that covers it 9 months of the year. It's really nice.
Do you
Good
trust
stuff.
tap water? Because like I think here I would trust it, but if I lived in like LA, I would not trust it. That's just
Oh,
me.
no.
I trust
I
it
would not
anywhere
drink
in
it.
the United States. I trust it to be safe. I don't trust it in any other country though.
Well, surprising though, I think New York City has the cleanest tap water, even though it's like probably like the worst place you'd think it would be clean. But I think they have lots of filtration systems in there.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
right,
not
I
people
think
getting
I think
sick
some of
'cause
it's
it's, like, the
actually
largest
imported
city.
from upstate.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, true. That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes all the way down through like Popesi and stuff, and like down the White Plains, and then comes down to Manhattan.
Question: is it just me, or is like Fiji overrated? I don't get the hype. It's just like
Fiji's
it's
one
just-
of the
it's
only
just water.
Fiji's one of the only elite
Yeah.
waters that where you can tell a little bit of I can't
I
talk
can't.
of a difference.
Well,
I
it's
drink like a little bit
Or
of it, though.
Icelandic
in,
water.
yeah. In my opinion, it's like filtered water is good enough, and it's just water. So spending any more money than the than off your tap and getting it filtered, or going to the store and buying a big case of water, it's like it doesn't make sense to like spend money on like a single bottle of smart water or whatever other brand is, because it's like
Smart
it's water. It's water.
Smart water. Oh my
As long as
God.
I only would
filtered,
like it
it's
because
good.
it's like in a huge ass bottle.
Yeah.
Is Aquafina elite?
I think it's just rare. All I drink is
Mhm.
store brand water though, because we drink tap water or not tap water. We drink fridge water, like fridge dispenser water in the house, and then like sometimes like when I go to bed and when I have it for like school lunches or bring it anywhere, we have the store brand water, which is 35 bottles of water for like $3.
I mean,
oh.
yeah, I think
Ben, go
that's
ahead.
pretty good. I mean,
Ben.
that's completely fine for like
Oh yeah,
drinking purposes. You know, it's like I wouldn't want anything more than that.
exactly.
And it's like that's such a good price. I mean, it's $3 divided by 35. That's 8.5 cents per bottle. I mean, like
That's why my mom.
that's good.
That's why
That's
my
fine.
mom will bring a cooler everywhere we go, because if I ever try to buy a water at like a concession stand, it's like $3 for one bottle, and she's like, "Yeah, I could get 35 for that price." So like, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but that's true.
Okay, real talk though. Deer Park or Poland Spring?
I'd say Deer Park.
I have
Poland Springs for some reason has like an acidic taste. I'm not sure if you guys get it. It's like the bottle it's in. I don't know.
I haven't had either of those
It's like-
waters for years.
It's like bitter. It's like a weird bitter taste.
I think they're both
privilege,
fine,
Colin.
just fine. Either one's
But-
okay with me.
Deer Park.
Those are like the most iconic in my opinion. It's like when you go to BJ's or something.
Oh,
Those are
at
the
least
two
in
that
our
I always
area,
get.
you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you
You
got
know,
like
it's
your
really-
Nestle Pure Lives.
You know, it's really underrated.
What's up?
Costco pizza, like the best frozen pizza.
Oh, Costco pizza's really good.
Dude, what about Colin's 7-Eleven pizza?
Yes,
I've never been there.
7-Eleven pizza, $4
I
whole
wouldn't
pizza
say it's
sundae.
frozen. I think that'd be left out on the shelf for 10 hours. I wouldn't consider that frozen.
They will give you a fresh one if you buy a whole pie though. It looks really bad, but in the display thing. But if you go on Sunday and it's $4 whole pizza sundaes, so you can't really go wrong.
Oh, wow.
Not
It's
sponsored.
like they're saying, oh yeah, by the way,
7-Eleven, please sponsor us.
well, if you just pay an extra couple bucks, you won't get food poisoning. That's basically their motto.
Yeah. I mean,
That should be
$4
everywhere.
whole pizza. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the stuff on display at 7-Eleven doesn't look that good, but like
It's
you
just been
know,
sitting out for
a lot
hours
of it's
now.
good, like the taquitos,
Yeah.
the cheeseburger hot dogs.
I only eat the desserts there because I don't really trust like the hot foods at 7-Eleven.
Some of them are
I'm not sure if it's
surprisingly
just me.
good. Like if you tried
I would try the taquitos though, like the spicy chicken ones. They look good.
those and the
I only get
cheeseburger
slushies.
dogs, but the nachos are not very good. I gotta say that. I gotta throw them under the bus there.
Yes, Colin and Steven are 7-Eleven experts.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, it's quite a place. I don't go there as much as Steven does, but he will talk about
Love
it.
Steven.
It's a good place.
Yo, Jesh and Colin, what do you think of
I haven't been in a
the
bit, though.
band camp, the nacho cheese at band camp?
Overrated.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
the
still
nacho
pretty
cheese at
good.
band
It's
camp
just, it's like really salty.
wasn't bad. It was.
It's not
bad.
fresh though. It's not fresh. It's not.
It's
like
not fresh.
cheese.
Well, yeah, you can
it's
tell
like,
it's microwave.
It's like plastic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I ate like a couple of them. I think when you eat too much, it starts to get like
It
nauseating.
doesn't taste bad.
But it has
though.
to be like a
I
little
still
bit like,
appreciate
just
it.
right.
It doesn't taste bad though.
Right.
That's like the thing I like about it.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes okay. It's just like it just feels like day old microwave nachos.
I still appreciate it though.
Oh, of course, yeah.
All right, boys, you want to wrap it up with a hypothetical
Oh,
real quick?
hypothetical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the hypothetical.
say
Colin, have
hypothetically?
you heard it yet?
What's a
I
hype?
actually haven't.
Or like, what's the thing?
Oh.
Wow, Paul really hasn't listened to our podcast.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
hypothetical is pretty much near the end of our podcast. We just have like a random hypothetical question, and we just talk about it
Discuss.
pretty much. Like
Oh, I saw that one. I usually watch your I usually listen to your podcast, but like I go
Not
on, like
all the
20.
way. I get you.
Yeah, 20 minutes in. Yeah.
That's fine. And also on our Instagram, we plan on posting questions and maybe reading what you guys have to say. So follow us just to keep that in mind. But
At
since we
UnProfessionalism Podcast.
Thank you, Ben. But so we're all part of the music program. We're part of the music program at our high school, and I think whether or not we're like musicians or we play an instrument or we just listen to music, I think music plays an important part in our lives, and not only that, but everyone's lives. But what if we lived in a world with no music?
Ooh.
What would that mean?
I
I
mean,
think we'd all be cavemen.
I don't think I would have made it through a lot, or I don't think I would be as happy as I am today, or I would have handled certain situations as well as I did. Music is such a big part of my life, though. Like, if I'm like a really bad day, and music will cure it.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I think
you
it
can go,
would
Ben.
be flat.
Ben, we're kicking you out
Okay.
of this podcast.
Goodbye. Paul's turn to
Laugh
found.
You're
soundtrack.
gone.
Laugh
Uh,
soundtrack.
Ben just edits that.
I just
Okay.
like
yeah, I
peaked
think-
my microphone and everything. All right, let's go.
But
I think-
I probably have like a couple times. You'll see in editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that
In
once
my
or
life,
twice.
Mhm. Pal, go ahead because I know music's a part of your life.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, in my life, I've been playing the piano since the age of 7, and it's just like piano's always been a part of my life. Like anywhere I go, like even like not only piano but like any like musical instrument. Like I don't play every instrument. I only play the saxophone sometimes, but like always the piano, always the melodica, the stylophone, all that. But
Well,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah, I've been playing it since like the age of 7, and that's about it.
I think,
Ever since then, like I've always played every single day. I've always thought of playing. I'm always thinking of like, what song should I play next? Which songs like, oh, this song sounds nice. I'm gonna play it on the piano. Like I always like I think every song I've ever heard that I really enjoy, I've always went on like my keyboard and just played it. It's really nice.
I think like music is such a broad term that it like defines a lot under one umbrella.
Oh,
But
yeah.
there's like tone, rhythm. If there's no music, is there no rhythm? Is there no tone? Is like would everyone be speaking monotone in a way?
Rhythm. Okay,
there be
Mr.
no rhythm?
Percussionist.
Yeah, I have to. That's all I know, man. What do you think I'm gonna
I've
say?
seen
Harmony.
Music's been around since like even like caveman times. Like they have like the old like string instruments, like the old guitars you see and stuff. Really cool.
Yeah, what if there's no instruments?
They
What
use,
would
like,
that
rocks
be
and
like?
stuff.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, we'd all be like zombies or robots.
Would there
something
even be
that.
like entertainment?
Well, question 2. Well,
Not
what about
really.
speakers?
Like
headphones,
speakers would
you
be
know?
useless.
Mm.
I mean, I listen to music
it
while
would
I do
just,
everything.
it would just be podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Like the
It'd be
radio
the
would just be talk shows.
It'd be the 1800s.
Dr. Dre, please sponsor us.
But what if music just went away? That's such a bizarre thing. Like if you play a game, there's no music.
Music is special.
If you like go down the hall.
I mean, if you're in an elevator, then that's kind of a score. No bad music.
Hey, elevator music is goated. Don't even get me
The
started.
movies. Think about that. The radio.
Oh, yeah, like
Just
yeah,
what
yeah.
without music is just
Movie and
like,
TV.
It seems almost impossible. It seems like an alternate reality. Do you think there's like a reality where music doesn't exist? Like has music always been a part of like humanity, or is it a society thing?
Not always.
Is it learned? Is it formed?
I
I
mean,
mean, I see like you see
Yeah.
animals listen to music too, which is like really really interesting.
That's crazy, yeah.
I think that
Like
yeah.
you play a song in front of an animal and they stop and stare and like someone plays the saxophone for cows. Cows come up to them and they just sit there in awe and like listen to the music.
I mean, like integrated into like human speech and everything too is it sort of relates to music just because human like sort of inflections, like when you're asking a question, you sort of like raise your voice up
Yeah, like tone.
and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like sort of like your patterns, like rhythm of speech. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said that.
Yeah.
Like I just said that. All right, cool, man.
Wow. Okay.
Music
Yeah,
is like
it can't be apart from society just because it's like integrated into everything we do.
it's everything. I mean, the thing about music that's so special though is that like how do I say this? So, like let's say you like there's a song from your childhood, right? Like how do you remember your childhood? Like maybe pictures or videos or even things, but like the only thing that doesn't ever change is a song. So if you listen to a song like that was important to you during your childhood, you listen to it 20 years later, it hasn't changed, and that's what I think is so special.
Shawty's like a melody in my head.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna get
Like
copyright
that.
strike. I'm kidding.
No, but,
Oh,
but
no.
it's like it's crazy just because
It's true.
And yeah, it's like the one thing I like listen to an old song and I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is the same song. I think that's
Wow,
I think
no,
that's why
it's not
so
the same
special.
because the song you're listening to has been remastered and it's not on original vinyl.
Okay, Mr. Audiophile.
Well, like songs from even like 5 years ago are still kind of like pretty nostalgic for me.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had music.
1962 called. They want your humor back.
Okay.
I think like music is universal. If you think about it, it's one of the few languages that everyone uses. Like even like I don't know rhythm, but it also connects us. Like I think of all the people who listen to like I don't know African Indian music.
And also
And,
sort of
like,
in
it's, like,
vocals, like
religious.
accents sort of like fade away, you know?
Yeah,
That's true.
But like music connects us like culturally, societally. It's insane. And I think that's why people like find the beauty in music as a whole thing, and they become musicians. And I think it's very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that music is universal. No one like all over the world, pretty much no matter where you go, there's some form of music. It's different everywhere. It's different for every culture, every age. There's different genres. There's just so many different types of it, but every country knows of it, and that's just what's so crazy about it. It's like a universal language, and it can bring us all together, I think, in some ways that we
Well, you know
probably
what?
don't understand yet.
Music really is.
I thought that was a sound effect.
Okay.
Yeah, me
I did
too.
too.
This
I
is my
legitimately thought it
$20
was a
flea
sound
market
effect.
guitar. That's out of tune.
You ever gonna learn how to play that or not?
I learned that one chord.
Well, it worked.
The flea market in Berlin, New Jersey kind of slaps.
Except New Jersey doesn't.
Wow.
Jersey's
Okay.
garbage.
Really insulting 1/50th of the United States if you quantify it like that.
I would say no shade
Oh.
on New Jersey, but shade on New Jersey.
It's right there. But like some parts of New Jersey are just Philadelphia. Other parts of it are just like the remains of New York, and it's just trying to be New York.
Bro,
and
New
it can't.
Jersey's trying to be Philadelphia and New York because they can't accept what they are.
They don't.
I'd
have
It's
the
say-
like
ability to.
anywhere north of Trenton and anywhere north of Long Beach Island. It just breathes New York. Anywhere south
Yeah.
of it belongs to Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's
So-
basically.
Like New York and us, we should just annex New Jersey and split it into two.
Yeah, we should. We could just claim.
New Jersey doesn't really have any culture except on like the Jersey Shore.
We could just claim New Jersey. Just take their beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone who goes there is from Philadelphia.
Anyway. Once Antarctica melts. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, because like the Jersey beaches are like 5 feet above ocean level, so you know.
That's
like the first to go.
That's actually true. All right, boys, you want to call it?
All right, yes. Make sure
Paul,
to follow and like
All right.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at UnProfessionalism Podcast
for joining this podcast
for updates and posts. And
cool. Let me just,
have a good day.
Thank you for having me on, guys.
Thank you, Paul.
appreciate
You
it.
can catch him. You can catch Paul at KestrelTapes on YouTube. And,
Yep.
Paul, we thank you for joining us very last minute. Been like a brother to us, and thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you all for listening. Have a great night. Take care. Stay safe out there.